Yo guys, exciting people, what's up, what's good, how you guys doing? Today is Monday, my weekend. Let me tell you before you ask me. So my weekend was amazing. I had a blast. I had fun over the weekend, and also I'm out here looking so fresh and all of this. If you are saying I'm not fresh, well, it's your business, because I don't even care. But anyways, guys, I'm happy to be in your faces. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for everything. It's a new week. Let's do this week together. Stay with us. Call somebody, tell another person that Gusto TV, we are doing something amazing that you would like. What do you have to do? Just go to our channel, subscribe, and please turn on your notification button so that you're going to be the first person to know whenever we drop a new video. Because trust me, we make videos for you guys every blessed day. I have with my usual guest, Ebube and Donifeski, who are set to discuss an amazing conversation. As a matter of fact, a topic that is eating deep. It's like cancer now because it's eating so deep into the music space, and the question is, when will this end? Because true, now one case dope on that case, but this one case dope like 20 different cases, because everybody don't collect. Your artist don't collect, your fave don't collect, my own don't collect. Very soon, you yourself will collect. Anyways, join us on this one. Like I said, it will be Donifeski. Let's delve in straight together. Donifeski. Hi, how's the weekend?
Say less, bro.
I like that. That's the new one. Say less. It will be say more.
More say.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
How's everything?
Oh, fine.
How's your weekend?
My weekend was chill.
Actually, I think we had common interest about the weekend. It was amazing too. Another day to be alive to see Chelsea misbehave. Yes. Another blessed day. And it's beautiful to see. But I said I'd like to go more, but then I can't. Like, I want to go more into Chelsea because
to think about it, if Chelsea did not lose, I'll probably have a bad weekend. But whenever they lose or when they draw, when they don't play well, it lifts my spirit. So yeah, I like what they've been doing recently. They've been lifting my spirits.
I think we should have a poll. Chelsea and Man U's better. But let's leave that to a sports conversation. Like I said, today we're all about music, and then we want to talk about a cancerous event that is really eating deep into the music space. I like to begin my news with like Davido, Burna Boy, because my energy is high. I'm up tempo, I'm screaming, but man, this one is not what you want to shout about. It's just on a slim one. Still talking about Mohbad, the life and times of Mohbad, an amazing guy who died at the age of 27. That was a very sad, shocking one. The fact that he's young even make it worse and all of that. And I think I've spoken to Don and you differently on different reactions, and we've talked about how we missed him and how he would have done and all of that. But then we're not going to repeat all of that again. If you missed that, just go out of my reactions and go and watch it. Watch it. Let's say watch.
Let's watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah, like you just tell me like watch. Amy, no, go Jesus, no, please go and watch it. But anyways, Don, let's start from here. Mohbad passed on the 12th day of the month. That was about Tuesday.
Yeah.
About
by a week now.
Yeah, about a week now. And a sad one, basically.
Yeah, it is.
But then, till this moment I'm talking to you, we're getting to see new stuff unfold. Over the weekend, at the point, social media was so scary.
Yeah.
It was scary to go online because you are seeing strange things. It's making you scared, like, what are we doing? And I'm like, my question now is, when is all of this going to come to an end? Because it's not looking like we're seeing the end yet.
Bro, remember, we've lost a couple of, musicians, entertainment people and stuff. And, well, the nature of Mohbad's death is one that is really, tragic and alarming. And it's really brought out a lot of things, different videos, different conversations, families, and all of that. And I've I remember we're having a conversation at the end that last Nigerians, we know the tale goes, so move on.
Yeah.
But it's still shocking that as at today, a new week, everything it seems like just happened.
Sure.
Like the movement is now becoming like a total official movement, just like the way the NSASP started. It was from tweets, videos. Before you know it, more videos about police, brutality were surfacing. When this one happened, and then before you know it led to a protest. And then Yabo Ojo went on live yesterday, and she said a lot of things about the whole situation. She was live for almost 2 hours. Like talking, over 50k people were watching her, called a lot of names, talked about our foundation wants to, pick up the whole case. Our lawyers are watching and they should note all of these things. They are sending letters to the governor, to the IG, to the IGP, to the House of Assembly, Minister of Youth. Like, bro, she mentioned a lot of things, international bodies, and she shows that, okay, actually, this case is going to the next level. People are now referring to, or remember when she said she wanted to deal with what's the name of this actor that was involved in some
the one that the rape issue. Is it Yoruba actor?
Yeah, I can't remember the name. That's how she did too, and then she make sure that she led him to jail. That this time around she has also came up. She like, bro, it's just like the whole thing just started, like everybody just woke up to the fact that okay, Mohbad is actually gone, and part of the things that led to his death was the whole oppression, brutality, the whole bullying and all of that happened to him. And the fact that the way the family has now been moving, feel like what's wrong with the father? Like granting interviews here and there. It was like what's going on? Is it like this? Even to me, I don't even see like I want to blame the father. To me, I'm saying it like these guys, that we're talking about have sent guys to stay in the father's house constantly and then go live on TikTok. Because why would people be in your house and then they are live on TikTok and then they are moving around showing your this LBC, the Baba celebrating base? Look at where Mohbad's father stays. Look at his kitchen. Look at his toilet. Like, bro, like what the hell is actually what the actual hell is that? And then the mother now came up eventually. Like that like before now I was thinking that maybe the mom was that until she came out like I'm alive, I'm not dead, I'm alive, you guys should save me. She was crying. Now you could see the agony. Okay, now this is actually someone that lost his child. Unlike the contrary thing that was happening in the father's camp. So like it's just a lot of drama. I saw another picture of the injury he had by the side that was not seen. Like a lot of things, and a lot of people have been saying different things like, bro, tracking the supposed perpetrators and all of that. Like it's just been a lot of things over the weekend. And then like the street of Twitter, now celebrities are coming out. I saw a tweet by one influencer on Twitter like, oh my, I say they just wake up Instagram influencers because it's been gone for a couple of days, but it's now they're just waking up to making videos, posting. It seemed like it was going to be a normal thing, but right now, if you don't talk, you go collect. That's the point now. So everybody have to come out, and I think that people are also trying to be careful. They don't want to point suspicious fingers like, okay, maybe this person do something, make I know. But after all of the videos, it could be possible that some people missed out on some videos when it was trending at that time, the NDL issue. But right now, all the videos where I don't see, no.
To begin from where you stop, maybe. Now, Don mentioned a couple of stuff, and one of those such was the NSAS thing, and we all witnessed NSAS in the country. Now, this Mohbad case is a case on the platter that if you say Mr. A did it, you could be right because of what you are saying. But then, by law, you are wrong because nobody's convicted yet. Do you understand? But then, from all indications, it's looking like Mr. A or Mr. D or Mr. C could have done it and everything. Are you seeing an eruption of NSAS coming through in time soon?
No, I don't think it would eventually get to that level.
Okay.
But, of course, it's already sparking a lot of reactions from people who would normally not say anything.
Yeah, true.
I'm sure at first a lot of people were like, "Mo just chill after 3 days."
Go die, yeah.
But as has not gone to 3 days, 4 days, 5 days,
6 days.
Today is the 7th day. You get people are if we don't say anything now, they would come against us. Do you understand? And be like, are you saying you are not seeing that somebody in your industry, a colleague of yours, is late and there's nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do about it. And this was the same thing that happened during MSAL as well. Some people did not say anything until saw that it was out.
But now came out and
everybody started coming out. So but I don't know. I don't think it will get to that point because of the fact that Yabo has already she has come out to say that she's going to take legal approach to deal with it. So that would make people feel like, okay, since now it is in the hands of people who can actually do something about it. Let's just let them do what they can do instead of to escalate the issue.
Okay, I'm still going to come back. So we're supposed to talk about Bella Shmurda at the time, right? But then before we get to the Bella Shmurda, there's this one that's always been in my heart, and I feel like, to me, it doesn't make sense to me. Why? Because now this guy passed, then all of a sudden we're seeing $3 billion and $30 gazillion videos everywhere, and then people are asking questions like, if these videos existed before, I know Nigerians for sure. I know Nigerians for one thing, that if we had seen just one, we don't even need to say everything. If there was one video we had seen at the time, couple of the backstory has had with the same people, this matter would not even get to death like this.
Yeah.
People would have come through, made noise, scattered everywhere. Like, people would have known that, okay, we know that. But then, you people had the video, you people video the video, you people saw everything happen. And apologies, right? But then, even to Zlatan, who was there at the event of the beating with
but that was like June.
But you should have said something, though. That's what. If you had come out to say, we were shooting yesterday, see what happened, don't you think you would have copped some things? Why now? It's now. We're not being like a breaking news video.
I don't think it works that way. I mean, if you feel like something is, you've already settled something, there's no point, having to bring it out again. I mean, it's not the only case that happened out there. There is a lot of people that you are shooting. Even we, when we go out to go and shoot, you are just shooting, one person just come say, why you they shoot for you? It's not, so it's something that happens.
No, but that was different.
No, I'm going somewhere. This is something that happens regularly. So they will not just say, because it's now this one. In their own head, in Zlatan's mind at the time, you probably have already settled it. Like, Baba, don't worry, my boy, they shoot. He was saying that, in Ukraine, but he actually was. For Zlatan, he has contained the matter at the time. So he felt like there's no need to now, have to come and post it online and say, I was shooting today. Because really, you don't know who sent Mr. Addis to come to the show.
No, the thing is, I'm not even saying you should report. I'm not saying report that it is so and so that.
I get your point.
It is just report that this person has had a story of these people. Now, it is not just one video. We saw the one they beat him. Even that video that you're talking about, they still beat him. They didn't say to it, though. They still beat him. Then there's one in the hospital where they went to attack his house. People also videoed that one. The one they hit him on the head, that was also videoed. So why did people now come and say, okay, see what doing this boy?
I think some of the videos that also surfaced are like, they were from the old NDLA saga. Because I remember there was one I saw also recently that they were beating him outside of the house. I think the video was recorded by Ramali's neighbor in Ramali's house, where the boys were beating him outside, and wow, person said record this one, you keep them until those kind of videos are the videos that I feel like, okay, yo, like, bro, why would you keep this?
I mean, that one I can understand that person.
Because
you're a neighbor,
bro.
Do you understand?
You know what I like, man? I like the fact that even the nonsense editor is laughing. Imagine. Sorry for cutting you. Imagine something happen here. The country. I go know where the have to come from. I go know. This will be like.
Well, for me, I think that that kind of situation could have been well controlled. Now it could have been it had gone the route of, okay, probably that neighbor sent the video to a gossip mail, for instance, or a gist
matter, bro.
So now
that's the thing. No,
I'm getting to somewhere.
Yeah.
Now you know that gist lover is one person that does not just come out to attack people. She gathers, or he or she makes findings, gather evidence, and then start dishing it out. Now this neighbor, if the person actually wanted to have saved Mohbad, definitely I'm sure that was not the first time such situation would have happened. There would have been shouts, noises, and all of that, because go just the around and make just a hear noise once and then say fighting go happen. Definitely you would have been occurring before it now become start hitting him and stuff. So all of those things are like evidence that I could have gotten, and they're like, okay, gist lover, I know that something is going to happen. This is going to be a crazy situation and all of that. But I have some clips that I want to share with you. It may also implicate me, but at this point it is really beyond fiscal control and all of that. So this is it, and this is where I stay. Now, how do we do it? Apparently, if I'm the neighbor, I could even move out from that place and go to somewhere else. and you know someone else moves in. You get me? And then, bro, like I'm just looking at it that you know, for me, I feel like
I get your point though.
A lot of ways would have happened whereby you know that situation could have been curbed. The video shoot on, I think that you know I may want to go with OBO because imagine, look at the way you guys pranked me now the other day. Assuming the prank didn't go as planned, assuming something else happened, it would have been a different situation. But since the prank was successful, okay, everybody don't laugh and everybody don't go, you don't lock up. Now imagine that something that happens again, and during the prank, maybe something actually happened. You get like it would have been a totally different thing. Like but no be first time with the prank done this. Now we don't recall one prank before where nothing happened. So it could have been like that. But since it has already escalated, it has led to the death. Like everything that you know could be gotten would be posted. Look at the voice conversation between you know Mohbad's dad and the other guys. And like, okay, I'm sure that conversation, you know, wasn't expected to be out. Like people were like, how did that conversation come out? How did they record it? So like a lot of things are to be questioned. Like a lot of things are wrong. A lot.
Wow. I kind of feel like if you guys are not watching this video now, you need to go and tell something out because we're going to say a whole lot on this video. So what's my advice to you? Get popcorn, get drink, and relax because it's about to get interesting. Let's talk about Mohbad and the first king. Now this is one person. Bella. I just say Mohbad. Bella Shmurda. And this is one person that I see a couple of guys at the weekend. I have a friend like Bella. Lesson, and then Bella is really kudos.
I saw somebody post and say Bella man of the year.
Actually, if there's an award like that, you should get that one because he stood. Bella is one guy that stood like no cap. At the point he had to tell us that the song I had this bro so many times. He said there's a song with Naira that would never come outside in this life. He said it. Him and Naira the song, but he said that song would never ever come out. Cancel the song, you get. So he showed support, and even before the passing of Mohbad, we saw time at I think it was in UK where it was lost somewhere but was not around. There was somewhere guys went there, attacked him, and you know did all of that, and his life was even at stake at the time.
Life is still at stake.
Sincerely. And then looking at yesterday, he came out with a whole lot. I feel like, and then it began the thing with Mohbad's spirits would not let me rest. So more like Mohbad appears to him. I don't believe in spirit, but we have to go with that. And then it states, bro, called names, called from His Excellency, so on, called the governor, called everybody that he called your. Even went as far as if you think you're in court, they called your team. This point is not about cultism. It's about finding justice. And then with all of those things you have said, now this is according to him is game on. Now, before now, you're not. I don't use the word you're not safe because I don't know who's pursuing you. So if I say you're not safe, they'll ask me who's pursuing me. So I won't say it's not safe, but it's looking like you have to be careful. Then he has come out. He's now all in the
right now, you know what happened, because he's like one of Mohbad's closest friends, like close to his like best friend, so to say. He knows like almost everything that he's gone through. I remember one time he had an interview that he said he was almost suicidal at some point, trying to end his life and all of that. So like he knows everything, and he said they even spoke before he traveled to Canada, before he was around. So there's also that part of the guilt that if to say I did Niger, this thing for no happen. That one is one thing on its own already that is haunting him. Same thing for the mother. I remember the mother too also said that they were together over the week for like 10 days, and then she left his place on Saturday. He went for the show on Sunday. He died on Tuesday. So there are a lot of things that the guilt would not even allow you rest. Because if you have that, if you say I don't go Canada, this thing for no happen.
Actually, if you know,
you get the mother to the talk say, if you say I don't leave,
just stay 2 more days extra.
Like if I had stayed 2 days, because she said they spoke on Sunday, they spoke on Monday, only for her to call on Tuesday, and they started saying, you will not mourn your child, you know, like what is going on? You get. So for Bella Shmurda, he's been feeling a lot of ways, and I knew that his silence was going to brew something, because he just showed that day the three they said he was drinking, and right now I think he's added to the peak and just have to voice out, said everything, and like okay, if the government doesn't do anything, they are going to take it to the streets, because right now it is war. And like bro, justice for Mohbad. Bella wasn't safe initially, like we said, we've seen different clips and talks. Right now he has put himself also out there, and we know that if anything happens to Bella, we also know who to hold accountable. Same way Mohbad was saying it in some videos, that if anything happens to him, we know who to hold accountable. Right now, if anything happens to anyone that is wanting to fight for justice for the death of Mohbad, we know the set of people to hold accountable. I saw some clips of one of some talks. They were saying that he cannot do anything to our boss, that like and then one of my guys was like, making a fallout first now, no be Instagram talk. So if anything happens to Bella, for me, I feel like Bella's safety may be a bit compromised, but nothing can happen to him
at this point. Nothing.
Nothing.
Where he is right now is in between being completely safe and a stone throw from being
No, I feel like this is the era where it's even more completely safe.
Yeah.
Because even if you want to do a strong thing, you know if you do them now. Still on Bella, right? But then this is where all of this talk now baffles me. And I don't know if you guys are shocked like me, Dorikeski. So all of this is happening in the music industry. Like you see, this is what all I've been so like this same music we used to talk about everyone.
When Kizania was saying Kabade,
I
don't understand again.
Kabade, men mounts, men day.
Jones.
Because now I'm hearing this one is not safe. This one is not do. You collect. And these people talking here, they're either directly musicians or working with musicians or affiliated with these guys. So this all of it is still the media business.
Bro. And when artists and label have issues, people always think that the artists did not read their contract, the artists did not do this one. They don't know what has really happened. Like they don't know what has actually happened. There are some things that you even would decide to be silent over, rather than talk about it. Because if you think about it, like me for instance, if something happens to me, first of all, I'll think of my family. Okay, if I come out to talk and everything, is it going to bring harm to my family? Like I cannot live with them 247. Even if I live with them, my siblings would want to go to school, my parents would want to go about their daily life and all of that. So what happens to them at instances where I'm not with them? So like you think about all of those things, think about your loved ones and all of that. Would it be beneficial for me to come out to want to say all of these things, or let me just endure? And like a lot of things would definitely be put in place. Yes, it is not good to always be quiet about injustice, about bullies and all that, but at the long run, if you have a lot to lose, you might want to consider. But everybody cannot be a very dark man. Like if you have something to lose, you say you could think I'm twice.
There's no point.
Talking about dark man, I sincerely pray all those involved get to learn. I want them to learn. You learn. But anyways, before I move on from Bella, if you were Bella or in the Bella's team or Bella management, what would you advise Bella to do? I'm sure you're going to see this video. Because I feel like he needs all the help he can get at this point. He needs all the support he can get at this point. What do you think should be his next line of action?
Well, right now is the time to be very careful, because he has taken the bold step to truly mention and say all the things that he needs to say and put out the people that needs to be put out already. So now is the time for him to be very careful with where he goes, the things he would say online, so that he doesn't implicate or contradict whatever he has said before. Do you understand? So because right now Nigerians are putting on their ego eye. Whatever you say that it's slightly wrong or slightly contradicting, or more, you will collect. And so I would advise him to be very careful, and he should, of course, team up with Odumodu to be able to, bring out these things if they want to go the law way.
The law way.
And if the law way doesn't fall, I'm sure he has it right now. I'm sure there's a lot of people people that will support him on the street.
I think on this set,
okay. For me, I even think that everybody should fight the fight. There shouldn't be any team.
There should be Yahujo.
So if Yahoo they do, I will make sure. If Bella want to make they do
your own.
Anybody make they do. Make everybody they attack.
They attacking team. Well, attack they do now. Attack they do like attack.
Don't be like attack. That can attack. Let everybody come together. Let everybody do their bit. I did reborn too. Definitely everything to bring justice for Mohbad. That is like the cause right now. Justice, for Mohbad.
Justice for Mohbad, actually.
The mantra that we are on, and right now we are standing strong on that faith. And let peace reign, and let the perpetrators be brought to book.
Actually,
justice for Mohbad.
Inshallah. Anyways, moving from this one, we're going to move from Mohbad, from Bella Shmurda to the next conversation. And that's because we saw Bella coming out to mention names. It was people like Shmurda was mentioned. Yeah. But then we have some notable Nigerians, aside the Odumodu. I don't want us to shed more light on Yabo because she's a force. Yeah. She has numbers to prove to actually create a movement, right? But then we also have guys in the industry. Yeah. Now, to begin with, I feel like let me not say what I feel. Let me ask, because it shouldn't be like it shouldn't look like I'm imposing my thoughts.
No, it's not imposing your thoughts. If we agree with you.
Okay, that's true. Now, Bella was involved. It was in a part of the entertainment sector, that's music. Yeah. Now we've seen when comedians pass. Sadly, we see how they all team up together to show support. We saw when this lady, Prince, the lady of the poet sang for.
That was in
Ada. We saw when everybody came forward. Like everybody, even musicians were there and everything. When Bella time came, like
Mohbad.
When Mohbad came, it's surprising to see that it was in Lagos here. No musical artists went, and now it don't even pass. That would not even go. This is the 6 to 7. Yeah. The top guns, the big, the A list, the B list, the O2 sellers, the people that have before, people that have gained international audience that will need their voice now. Everybody's just going to shout justice for Mohbad and they end it on the post. Nobody's really coming out to create one big awareness campaign. We all know that if Burna Boy, for instance, do what Yabo did yesterday, he will get more audience. If Davido creates the same, we understand for Whiskey because this service is going through and all of that. Yeah. But we have guys that we know they have these numbers. If they start this thing, it's going to get even more heated than now. You go feel up, but everybody's playing safe. Is that the right word to use? Are they playing safe?
Right now, I think that yes, we have videos, we have clips, we have footages of different situations, different instances where Mohbad has been ill-treated. But looking at it also logically, the fact that all of them are businessmen, they would want to think about it thoroughly, before wanting to support or go against one person. Yes, justice for Mohbad is of course he needs to get justice because the death and everything that happened around it are definitely to be questioned. Because the fact that he died and then they buried him like almost immediately, like prof, the coffin and everything. So that is what he needs justice for. Now looking at the people that has been mentioned for all of these things, for me I feel like for Davido, for instance, definitely Davido may not have said so much, but I think that his 30BG guys are doing it for him. Dre, DMW has been out, Morgan has also been talking, giving an update about where the guy has run to, left Nigeria already, locations and all that. So I think that on Davido's part, maybe to some extent, he's not the one pulling the whole force, but he has his guys doing the P. And looking at how the situation of the whole thing was, from confraternity to the whole bully to the situation is looking like okay, it's not too straight, and you as a public figure, as a musician, that you are, there are some certain things that you do not want to outrightly support or say because of the fact that you're a public figure and a role model to a lot of people. So you don't want it to seem like, oh, Davido they support this one, or Davido they this one. So it is better that you leave the men where they handle the whole thing, their own way, and then have the legal team also do their thing. Burna Boy happened to be on live the day he saw the news and he was shocked. I think he's been posting. He posted. I think he's been rehearsing for his South Africa show. But then that day he was shocked and that was it. He never posted RIP. I don't think.
And on his snap.
Oh yeah.
He
posted the trace hanging on his Snapchat and that was it for him. But I feel like because it is an industry person, the person is Mohbad is an artist and he's had music that has impacted everybody, that everybody has danced to, vibe to at some point. I feel like every artist should actually come out to support this cause, because looking at the injustice and the way he was treated, even though that may not be the cause of the death, but the fact that there are footages that shows that this boy was maltreated, that is a cause alone to want to fight for justice. So Davido's silence, I don't know, I feel like baddest you should come through on this one. Not just Davido, Olamide West, who happens to be like the street,
street
like,
father, basically.
Street OG, Baba Bado. You guys, come Puma for this one. Nice, like a lot of people too, Baba, like a lot. Rugged Man also. I remember how active he was in the NSAS. So, bruv, a lot of musicians, like everybody, should actually be on this course. Definitely, the government would not see that everybody is on this and keep quiet about it. True. They wouldn't. Never.
True. Before I get to it, shout out to Sam Clef. Sam Clef has been very, very active. Sam Clef is becoming something else with this. Yesterday, he did sleep. His eyes were red and I was still talking about it. Like, bro, at the point, I won't get to that topic.
I remember that it was one that now posted about Zinuliski's show being cancelled.
Yeah, it was the one. Yeah. He said he was going to speak to the promoter this morning. That's their time. So that they have more details. But then, rumors that the sum of about $45,000 have to be returned because of the cancelled show. And then we saw where Stamp even took the team to another level where he has to bring 2 beard nuts. We'll talk about that one. But then now, to me, I was like, must we get to this point? But then it will be here. What do you think artists should do differently? Because now, they are being dragged. Rema was dragged yesterday. Oxley today. And then just like you said, fans, they have this microscopic eyes. See, you feel no see that thing. When they post them, you don't go see them. Just post it. Just press send. That's send. Just try it. You don't fit delete them again.
Don't go.
You don't fit delete them again.
Some people are there to take your screenshot immediately you post.
Bro,
so
that
delete it
2 seconds, it don't go. It don't cast everywhere. And these guys are just getting backlash everywhere. Oxley is currently getting it all as we speak. Currently, Rema got his yesterday, back and forth. But then what do you think artists should collectively do now that they don't cast, so to say?
I mean, when you say collectively do, you mean in terms of what to bring out justice?
Yeah, maybe not even just what should be their response? Like,
well, okay, if that's okay. I mean, looking at how these people have been, the ones that have been dragged, you would want to be very careful. If you are going to keep quiet, keep quiet. If you are going to say something, say it. But I feel like right now, it's time for you to actually just keep quiet. If you have any conversation you've had before with him, as long as
like everybody they try to from say
everybody, see, honest, everybody is trying to.
We once spoke.
If your conversation no
dey get screenshot.
If your conversation no dey 1,000,000% positive,
I think you post your own.
no
But
post
you
am.
reply am, abi?
Yeah,
You don't assure guy. Don't assure guy.
So that's the thing. Some people are now doing this for I don't want to say clout, but they just want to fake love. They just want to show fake love. Like, bro, if you want to post this thing happened about 6 days ago. You could have posted it. Why is it now that you feel okay, person posting your own? Let me say post my own. You can't go post your own, you're supposed to post. One way you reply, you post that.
You don't collect. So maybe finally on this, I know you boy this is the talk, calm down. But then finally before we leave this conversation, looking at the music space and the event happening for a couple of days, do you really think there's true love in the music space?
We know music industry, Baba. Everybody just want job. That's the truth.
You think it's just Lagos? I think Lagos is like the biggest market actually.
For me, I think it's not even just a Nigerian thing. I think it's a music industry thing.
Yes.
What was
It's the entertainment thing. People love you when there's something to get from you.
Dance.
If there's nothing to get from you,
There's no.
you go do your day. And that is why a certain artist will not reply the DM of a certain artist. Shana Drake would message you.
You don't go.
You say no go reply. Say sorry, I missed your message.
I mean, that Davido go reply you.
I mean, that Davido go reply your story.
Where you no go,
Where you go restrict.
You go screenshot and
I
put
know
on
the
status.
worst part is when these big artists send you a message. No, Instagram don't specially show you this message. So you don't go check your DM, which means the people you don't reply, you don't go fit say you know see am.
Yes, now.
You see am, you don't reply.
So I'm saying all my DM did they see don't
They
they
see
send
am.
give them. They don't just reply. You get one if they watch me.
No, now the thing is, if your account is like, if you are a public figure, so to say, like there are some accounts now that send me DMs that I will not see until I go to my request.
Yeah, there's that.
That is, and now even in request, there's now hidden request again. So I may actually not see
So that means you're
those ones. But then if there are people that if there are people that you're following, you definitely see all of the messages as they come in, rather. And then if there are people that you've also checked their page out at some point, the messages will not definitely go to hidden or request. They will just come up, as normal this thing. So if you are following or they are following you, it means they and are verified, and verified no go enter request.
You don't go enter request.
Even at 6,005 now. I don't. You get one artist where they watch me. If they watch me, I don't say you go see me. I go cast you. I don't write this guy since they may come my set. I don't want you. I don't write them since big artists, A-list artists. No, not be A like D, C or D list artists. Interesting get like
he reply you.
Reply me, and it shows scene.
Shit.
It shows scene. Now go for a battle. Many me go there. You come past. You come right time, and you wrote me. Or like I will pursue you. I don't like you.
For me, I think the industry is based on what I need from you is the level of love I'll show you.
Yeah, true.
Now that doesn't now take off that there are people that genuinely love others. Like there are people that genuinely love, but the love is not just equal.
True.
Like the love is not from everybody. Some people if you don't get anything to offer, I know they love you. If you get something to offer, I will love you.
Personally, the one enter my head, bro.
I will not call it. Anyways, guys, as we leave Mohbad's conversation and all of that, we stand with the family and we pray that God grant them fortitude to bear the great loss. I will say amen to that. Moving on to this guy has become the black goat of the industry.
I
remember somebody said, one of the tweets, somebody said, if Curtis asks you, say, who goes you? What you go talk? Person can say, that's why Odumodu they talk at the beginning of the song.
May I tell you, just quote one Bible verse. Just quote one Bible verse. Don't even shake them. See, just like this. If they stretch hands, say, wow. Anyways, Odumodu is the last guy. We saw where he came through this recent single, which he called MC Oluomo. And legendary MC Oluomo. I will know that. Why is legendary? Sure you go host. Sure you go host this one. I see that way you did. But no, it's not have too much respect for him. No, stop. I don't make me laugh. I don't like him. They make me laugh. No, sincerely. There's a lot more I have good respect for. I love what he's doing. I love what he has done for the community of Lagos State. No, I don't have any role model.
What has he done that he love? Is it the fact that
the organization of transport, now you can see how transport is. The prices, people don't. It's organized, and all of that.
And they're building new garages.
Gets and the way they collect money by park, people now you have organized payment structure. You get tickets, and kudos to MC.
We liked all of the orchestrated acts during the elections. Now.
Has it done anyone?
Has he done anyone?
Come here, I don't know. I don't know if he has done anyone. No.
Guys,
Very no good thing.
It's only good thing I should know. I say I don't know anything he has done that is bad though. FC kudos. And that's why I felt like someone to sing his song, because if you don't have that kind of that big, if you're not son of good character, they won't sing your song. So Tuali Baba. Well, anyways, like we saw where Odumodu went through and sang a song which titled Clamour, and it's poor reactions, because before the event of the song, we saw where I think last week there was a different rant between Lagos and Abuja, where he came forth and said, "No be Lagos blow me." She says, "I not give them shout out when I collected this," back and forth, and we all know that Lagos is the home of this thing. This thing we call song. This thing that we call Afrobeat. Lagos is that thing. You get the way Lagos go off you go off everywhere for this life. You get, and then it was pouring it up, and people were like, okay, let's leave him for a bit. And then he dropped this song, and people were like, this song, why are you singing a song about this person for his antecedent? And then he went on saying it can Clamour, back and forth and everything. What do you think is the problem with Odumodu at this point?
For me, I wouldn't say what is the problem of Odumodu. I'll say that how do we perceive his music, or how do we tend to interpret his music? You know that music is a universal language, they say, and then everybody understands music differently, based on what they think that it's given. For Odumodu now, for instance, this MC Oluomo song, he is seeing it from the angle of Oluomo is one person that whatever he wants, he gets. No matter which way he goes about it, he doesn't care. Like, he's dogged and he goes all out to get everything that he wants. Whether it is for a good cause or a bad cause, I do not know. But whatever it is that MC Oluomo wants, that's what he gets. And then, when the whole back and forth started happening, he was like, okay, assuming it was a Kendrick Lamar that sang a song about MC Oluomo, everybody will be hailing and praising him. But because he is the one, and because of the fact that people tend to misinterpret his songs, they tend to tag him as a violent artist and all of that. And he's saying that, where's the MC Oluomo in you? Like, when I saw that, I'm like, bro, come on now, why did they do like this? Like, where's the MC Oluomo in you? The MC Oluomo in me is what is making me to fight for what I want. Is what is making me to let you guys know that what I want is what I'm going to get, is what I'm going to give you. On the song, he spoke about how he's been thriving. At some point that he was on the bench, but right now he's scoring hat-trick and all of that. So he's talking about, his success story, how he's fought hard to get this limelight that he's had right now, and that is what is relating to MC Oluomo. Now, everybody have their good and bad, yes, but there are some people that, outside of the bad things that they've done, you can still pick out some lessons to get from them. That's why parents would always say that, you can be like me, but don't pick my bad side. Pick the good side of the things I've done, because nobody is perfect. And that is the angle Odumodu has taken it from. But Twitter guys, Lagos Twitter guys, let me use that word, they are not taking it lightly with Odumodu at all. The cancelling, it's like a lot of influencers have been cancelling him. One of them, I think Danny Boy, posted about he unfollowed him, posting screenshot of him, unfollowing him on Spotify, blocking him and all of that. Like, a lot of draggings here and there. And he was like, okay guys, this is what you want. And Odumodu, you just dropped a song, obviously you have to
need the buzz.
You need the buzz.
Yeah, true.
And right now, even because your song even dropped in between the Mohbad so if not for that, maybe no one would have even listened. I saw some tweet also about, now don't make me go listen to MC Oluomo, and the song is actually not a bad song. It has the message in it, which is not bad, but people are just finding the title because of the whole situation of things happening in Lagos, like MC Oluomo.
Wow. It will be finally MC Oluomo is like I said, the first tweet, he was trying to spur up a Lagos versus Abuja thing, and like we've always said on this set, no PR with bad PR. PR with PR. If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Now, Don have said how this is comment now is now making people go back to stream the song. Now you're now having your thoughts about bad. But then, do you think, as an upcoming artist, do you think this is the right way to approach this music business?
Well, I mean, like we always say, there's no bad PR, right? But for him, I don't know, maybe he's thinking the way I'm thinking right now. Not the way I'm thinking right now is, I remember when Ruga first dropped the song Asiwaju, and that was the period where a lot of young people were clamoring and standing for Peter Obi.
Yeah, the election thing.
Asiwaju. So that time, a lot of people was like, what do you mean? I'm ahead of them and Asiwaju. It was like, people were like, what do you mean? What are you trying to say? And for him, it was just a simple statement of the name. I'm ahead of them. Asiwaju, do you understand? And a lot of people came, and till today, that's one of his biggest songs. So I don't know, like I said, maybe he's thinking like I'm thinking. He decided to do something that would make people to go and listen to the song to find out what he actually said or what he meant. And it might work for him, because like he said, some people who would not go to listen to him normally would also go and listen to it and say, what did he say? Which context did he take it from? To also, there's no bad PR. If it works for him, it's just that Lagosians.
Funny how these things could even be orchestrated.
Actually,
social media.
Believe it at your own peril. Anyways, guys, finally we'll come to the end of this reaction. I'm tempted to, I think we'll do this on the next one. I'm tempted to go there, and this is one that I can't wait to do about it. TV Obasa versus Fuse is never going to come to an end. From 25 songs to 3 and 4 songs, from 3 and 4 songs to bigotry and so many words. That one is one topic. I'm like, oh my god, I'm still watching the film. But guys, thank you. We love you guys so much. Please tell your friend that we are doing something amazing here for them at Gusto TV. Donifeski, Ebube, and Daki. Say bye bye.
And Chelsea fans,
shut the fuck up.
Man U fans,